It's an absolutely stunning day. I have literally just come on to lunch. I got a quick hour to burn. This week I've really tried to push and get out of the office as much as possible when I have a small break. But the last few days the weather has really been temperamental, really heavy rain, wind, the lot, you name it, we've had it. As you can see, it's a beautiful little afternoon. I've got about 35 minutes to kill. The plan is using the light setup and a small little jig, a little slug. The plan is to try and get ourselves a couple of pollock. One for the cat, one for myself. Just bumped into an old boy. He tells me that he's not really had many this morning. Jump up here. As you can see, we're pretty high up. Check the drag. Make sure nothing's all tied up on the rod. And let's see how we go. Gonna let it fall to the bottom. What an absolute stunning day. What I'm gonna do is, got these benches here. I'm just gonna make my way down them. A couple of casts at each one. See if we can get something. If it rains, we'll sack it. Better set my alarm. Tell me that I've got to leave at 1 PM. Let's go to the next one. Hopefully not. Let's go again. Not really going too far with the cast. Wow, it looks miserable out there. We're going to get absolutely shat on. Hopefully we can get a fish beforehand. Is that a fish? Gonna get drenched. Better put the hood up. Next bench. Wind and walk. Hopefully it doesn't get caught, which it does, and then it comes off. So I'm going to go from a silver slug to a multi-coloured, a little bit longer, a little bit thinner. See if it works. It's still in the casting range of the rod, so we're all good. Oh, it's cold. See that right out there, there is like a rainbow falling out of the sky like rain just over here. Can you see that? That is nuts. In the summertime, this whole back wall was lit up with mackerel, absolutely lit up. Pretty mental. Hopefully in this year it's going to be the same and we can get some proper aerial views of it. Afternoon.
Anything about?
It's very quiet at the moment. Next bench. just covering the ground. As it's very quiet. Come on, fish. I think we have a fish here. Yes. Do we have a fish? First fish of this, I don't know, it feels like it's swimming towards us. Could be small. Yes, we have a fish. Oh, I love it on light gear. It actually feels like a mackerel. Feels like a mackerel, looks like a mackerel. Oh my god. Check this out. Is that the smallest mackerel that you've ever seen? Look how perfect and beautiful that is. I think I've seen it all now. Check out how beautiful that is. Is that the smallest mackerel that you've ever seen? Can't even hold it, it's tiny. There you go, look at that. Caught a little metal. Beautiful, he is tiny. Literally on a little metal. Look at that. Micro mackerel. Wonder if we could go to now the soft plastic and try and get the lunchtime treble. Pollock, a wrasse and a mackerel in the winter would be pretty insane. The mini trifecta. It's really not something you see in the winter. Mackerel hands. Scales everywhere. Oh yes, oh good fish. Oh yes, oh good fish. This is a wrasse. Oh yes. Really good fish. It's probably a wrasse of some kind. Really good fish. It's probably a wrasse of some kind. It's a nice wrasse. It's a lovely fish. Can I get you to do me a favour and just come in and hold my rod? Is that okay, sir? It's just because it's a very, very light rod and very light braid. Thank you very much. You don't need to come too close if you don't want. There we go.
That's a nice fish.
Thank you very much. Look at that.
That's a nice fish.
On the very light rod as well. Very light. Look at that.
Scales, yeah.
There we go. I'm trying to get a trifecta, a pollock, a wrasse, and well, I didn't think I was going to get a mackerel to be honest, but there you go, off the back wall. It's a lovely fish, eh?
Lovely, look at the colours.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've never seen one as big as that, no?
Thank you very much for your help, by the way.
No, no problem.
I would have never got it up on that light rod.
I'm delighted to see it.
Lovely to see.
Delighted to see it, yeah.
There you go. A nice lunchtime wrasse. Second fish, nearly knocked my camera in as well. Thanks to the geezer next to me for helping me get him up the wall. Mate, he just got juice all over me. Come on. I was not expecting this for a lunchtime bash. Oh look, mackerel everywhere, mackerel. Look. Mackerel or bass, one of the two. Bass absolutely smashing the mackerel on the top. Let's go back over to that sand eel looking lure. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just drill this along the top. And maybe we might actually get a trifecta in a different way. I'm literally just going to bring this along the top. That was insane. Yep, oh yes, I'm in. Yep, oh yes, I'm in. And again. Oh, I don't know what this is. Oh, this is a bass. This is insane fishing. Insane fishing. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. This could be a bass. Oh mate, oi, come here, come on, come on, come on. Oh, I've got a bass, yeah, got a bass. I told you they were bass. This is insane. My alarm clock's going off in the back. Oh, I can see him gliding around. I've only got really light gear here. I don't know if we're going to get this guy in, but we'll give it a good go. Oh, it's a nice bass as well. Thank you very much.
Couple of pounds.
Well, I was not expecting that for a lunchtime fishing session.
What did you catch? A mackerel, a bass?
A bass, a wrasse, and then a bass, a wrasse, and a mackerel. They must be chasing the mackerel though, that's the thing.
Probably.
This is what they're... Look at that. There you go, a lunchtime basil. That is the winter lunchtime trifecta finished. I came here looking for a pollock, I caught a mackerel, then a nice wrasse, and then all of a sudden the bass were busting up, probably chasing those mini mackerel that we just caught before. There she goes. I don't like releasing him like that, but there's nowhere near us that you can drop him off, and he's gone. Thank you, St. Catherine's, and look at that, the sun has just come out for us. Absolutely stunning. It's going to lash it down again in a minute anyway, but there you go, 35 minutes of fishing, one juvenile mackerel, one lovely wrasse, and to finish it off, a beautiful bass. Let's go home. Game over.